Hello everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at Gala, see what's going on. I get a lot of questions here recently as to, is it going to break out? What's the deal? We'll go ahead and take a look at that and see, of course, and help us understand if that's potential reality. Now, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just really love teaching people how to trade. This is my goal, my passion, and really just I do this every day for a living, so I can assure you it's very rewarding, especially working with some amazing people. So thank you so much to my current community members for just being who you are and making my life a better place. Now, if you are new to the channel, again, CryptoCache.tech is a website, link in the description below. You can join in my signals, my trading academy, my trading community, the whole 9 yards. I can tell you it's going to help you become better. So check that out in your own time. Take a look here at Gala, though. Here's kind of what's going on. The thing I see, obviously, and this is just not like a terrible thing, but just to note, we are stuck under the 50-day simple moving average. You can see the price actions had some difficulty here and here getting above that. We've wicked up multiple times and still have yet to break it. That's not a terrible thing. It's just kind of is what it is. It's kind of one of those things that'll eventually average out anyways. But once we can break above and close above that, we'll be in better shape. Again, not a deal breaker, but something to acknowledge. The thing that's more important that I like to see here is being above 50 on the RSI. You can see the price is holding a steady here above that level. And that's a really, really good sign to be able to see that. Because 50 on the RSI, I'm a firm believer in how that is a nice support or resistance level, depending on which side you're on. Because you can see here, you can obviously acknowledge the fact that the price could not pass that point the entire time. So as the RSI started to average itself out and increase, we can see now that we're more bullish than bearish in the general sense of things. Okay. We also have a previous MACD convergence that was a week ago. Not super important, in my opinion, on the 1 day. We want to look at the 4 hour more so, but that does acknowledge the fact that we have been bullish in the last week. We can also see a trend line here forming, whereas the price is trying to push itself upwards and has continued to do so with very small wicks down. So that's extremely important. Another thing to note as well is if you kind of look at the previous breakout, obviously there's a tremendous amount of volume, so pay attention to the volume increase. If we have more volume today and tomorrow, then we'll be able to break that little resistance we have. But I just wanted to kind of point out something here. If you see this little line, there is basically a major resistance here that was tested for about 2 weeks and then broke to the upside. Okay, so you can kind of see that. It's right in the range of about 21 cents. Right now, we're seeing something very similar, whereas the price action is effectively stuck underneath this level here. Now, it's not to say that it's going to break out to the upside per se in the immediate future, but the simple fact of the matter is the longer you get held under a specific resistance, the more likely it is to push through that, if you will. We might see that here soon. And now it's not to say there isn't still a resistance at about 26 cents, but for now, the immediate future, breaking through 25 would be a big step. So close above 25 today, I think, is really important and helpful. Let's go and take a look at the 4 hours, see what's going on. 4 hours is going to tell us some pretty good news here. Honestly, this is a nice little continuation. You can see it pushing back up. I wouldn't say it's a cup and handle pattern per se, but it does have a bit of a handle, if you will, where it comes back up and is trying to push to break right through there. I saw this with Algorand yesterday, and it's one of those really cool situations where the price comes up, continues to test, and will likely break through eventually. You can see the same thing happened here as well with this key level resistance or previous resistance at 24 cents. You can see the price comes up, tries, and eventually breaks, and it now becomes the support level, at least tentatively. Right? So again, nothing's perfect. Charts never truly act the way they're supposed to, but they're always dynamic and they're always fun. But we can see here that we have higher lows, and of course, we are making tentative higher highs. If this isn't a higher high, it's not the end of the world as long as this next low isn't lower than 24 cents. So we need our next low or our next retracement to be above 24 cents, which is a previous high or resistance, right? Okay. Once again, the probability of the price coming down and bouncing off 24 is fairly high because there's a previous resistance level, and that should work as a support moving forward. All right, now, last thing to note here is on the Ichimoku cloud, we do technically have green light on every single area here. So there's no reason to want to close your position with Gala, at least if you have a long position, of course. If you have a short, I'm sorry, probably not the best call. Looking at TD sequential here, we can see we're up to a 7 right now, and it has notoriously come up to hit a 9, and then comes down to another 9. Got some overtime there. Came up to another 9 here, and another 9. So like Gala is literally following suit here. It's hitting 9s almost consistently. So we're at a 7 right now. We might see another 2 hours worth of continuation, and the likelihood of once again, a retracement, but not significant, down to 24. So I would say we're going to see retracement down to 24 cents. That would be a great dollar cost average target, DCA. And then, of course, add to your position as the price continues to progress upwards. So do I think, in summary, that this is going to break out? I would say yes, but I wouldn't expect this type of breakout. However, it's possible. If that makes any sense, right? We've been accumulating a tremendous amount of volume just below the current price point. That's extremely important. And we also have, again, potential to break out. I don't think we're going to see a 50, 60% day, but I do think that we could see some 5s and some 10s here moving forward. But once again, a close above 25 cents today would be key. However, if we don't break that, it's perfectly fine as long as we don't go lower than 24 tomorrow. If we continue this ascending pattern, this ascending triangle essentially, we will break to the upside and set our sights on 27 cents next. I think Gala is in good shape and has more propensity to increase than decrease from here. I hope that makes sense to you, and how I explained that was effective and correct and perhaps digestible. And that's how I like to do things, right? I create a trading community specifically for that purpose. And again, the Trading Academy that I have is a series of videos teaching you how to become a better trader. All right. Furthermore, too, those signals that I'm sending out right now, we're firing on all cylinders, taking tons of profit. And I just think the more important thing for you to understand is how to structure your trades effectively. Because really the most struggle, as I've seen with newbies, is that they don't know how to use a trailing stop loss. They don't know how to set multiple profit targets. Those are all things that are fully automated in my system. So it's really cool. Check that out, of course, in your time. CryptoCache.tech is the site. I look forward to getting to know you better. If not, that's cool too. Go ahead and communicate with me through other ways. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for your time.